Hello children, I welcome you all to the second session of our science subject. So let's start with our chapter 2, Plants, Structure and Function. Let's recall. What helps us to easily identify the plants around us? Most plants are identified by the vibrant green color present in its roots and stems. Which are the various parts of plants? Various parts of plants are roots, absorb water and minerals, stem, supports the plant, fruits, protects the seeds, leaves, performs photosynthesis, flowers, helps in reproduction. Let us now acquaint ourselves with these plant organs in greater detail. Let's start with roots. The root, stem, leaves, flowers, fruits, etc. of different plants are different. We can identify plants with the help of these different characteristics. Try this. Keep a moistened ball of crumpled paper in a conical flask. Place some soaked beans, gram, seeds in flask between the paper and the glass wall. Observe and note the changes in the seed in 2 or 3 days. You will see that the part that grows from inside the seed towards the soil is called the radicle. The part that grows above the soil is called plumule. The root that forms from the radicle grows into the ground. The root is thick near the ground and gradually tapers to a pointed end. This part of plant growing below the soil for support is called root. Taproot is thicker at the base. It tapers towards the end. Taproot produces secondary roots. Hair-like processes near the root tips are called root hairs. The root tip is delicate. In the region of growth of the root, the tip is covered by the cap-like structure. This is the root cap, which protects the root tip from injuries. Try this. Take a glass jar and fill 3/4 of it with water. Place an onion on the mouth of a jar in such a way that its roots are towards the water. Thread-like or fiber-like roots arising from the stem are called as fibrous roots. Dicotyledonous plants have tap roots, while monocotyledonous plants have fibrous roots. Let's try this. In an earthen pot, sow the seeds of plants like pea, mustard, jowar, corn, coriander. Cultivate the plant for 8 days. Once the plant grows 15 to 20 cm in height, uproot them carefully while the soil is moist. Put them gently in a large jar containing water. The soil will get washed off without any harm to the roots. Observe the roots carefully to see which plants have tap roots and which ones have fibrous roots. Plants like maize, sugarcane, jowar have two types of roots. Some roots are underground, whereas some grow from just stem above the soil. Some roots grow from the stem just above the soil. These are called adventitious roots. Some normal functions like absorption of water and minerals, anchoring and supporting the plants are the functions of roots. Roots show some modifications to perform these additional functions. Some examples of such modified roots are aerial roots, stilt roots, runners and breathing roots, etc. Let's try this. Take some water in a small glass jar. Put a plantlet in it in such a way that its roots are dipped in the water. Mark the water level on the jar and add 5 ml of oil to the water. Record the water level on the next day. What did you observe? Use your brain power. What would have happened if plants like tamarind, banyan and mango had fibrous roots? Tamarind and mango are huge trees with a green canopy of leaves. The roots of these plants should be strong enough to support these trees. If they had fibrous roots, the trees will be uprooted and fallen down. What will happen if the root tip is injured? If the root tip is injured, the growth of the plant will be stalled. Initially, the tree will try to survive, but injured root may not absorb water and minerals from the soil. This will make the tree weak. The support of tree will also become insufficient and the tree will eventually die. Which type of roots do the fenugreek, spinach and onion plants have? Fenugreek has taproot, but it does not traverse deep into the soil. Spinach also has a taproot which bears many secondary roots. Some of these are green growing horizontal in the soil. Onions have fibrous roots. They emerge from disc-shaped structure which is a modified stem. Do you know? Roots emerging from the trunk and branches of banyan tree grow towards the soil. These roots are called prop roots. In the beginning, the banyan tree has very few prop roots, but later on it appears like a small forest. In Kolkata, a 250 years old banyan tree in the Indian Botanical Garden covers a very large area. It is supported by thousands of prop roots.